Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How you doing on this Monday morning? Today is the 21st day of April. Time as I make this is 3:59 a.m. Hi, Rich here on a very mild morning. We've had a lot of very warm weather. Usually it's not quite this warm in April, not day after day after day. We've been in the 80s for several days. And, April is still a month where you can have some really cool weather. But we've had this mound of high pressure over the Bahamas, very strong, which has been influencing our weather and keeping storm systems at bay. You may have heard there's been a significant tornado outbreak over the last few days, including yesterday, Easter Sunday, in the middle of the country. But the severe weather has been displaced from us because of that strong high over the Bahamas, and that's what's kept us in the 80s for several days here. Today, I think we're going to be warm again, but that frontal system in the middle of the country that has been terrorizing several states with severe weather is going to start to approach, but it will be weakening as it gets here. There is a marginal severe weather risk across the northwestern counties of the state, but for the large part, I don't think we're going to see a severe weather outbreak because this is a weakening front, which will eventually, as the upper high breaks down over the Bahamas, stall somewhere across North Alabama. So we've got a tiny rain chance in the forecast later on this afternoon, especially late this afternoon and this evening and tonight. Widely scattered showers and storms, perhaps. More like 20% coverage, maybe. And then tomorrow, as the front stalls across north central Alabama, we'll take the rain chances a little higher. Maybe 50-60% tomorrow across the area. Still spotty, and still not every town's going to get wet. We'll be in the 80s today and again tomorrow. I've got us around 84 on on Tuesday, I should say, and 86 on Wednesday. Even on Wednesday, we'll keep in, and Thursday, we'll keep in a small 20% chance of some showers and storms, spotty here and there, as the front will still be kind of lurking around the area before it dissipates. And then Friday, temperatures are still warming. I've got us in the upper 80s Thursday and maybe near 90, perhaps somewhere in the neighborhood of 90 degrees as we get into Friday and Saturday. Even Saturday, there's a small 20% chance of storms from another frontal system that's moving in. And so the high in the Bahamas is breaking down just a little bit, but I don't see any serious weather for us. Certainly no tornado weather in our future that I can see for the next several days, and that's great news, of course. Meanwhile, this morning, you are now up to date. Everything is normal, including live on the radio, 6 to 9 on News Talk 93.1 WACV. I hope you had a great Easter weekend. And we'll also have a forecast discussion, which is what this is, the video, and the blog update with all the graphics in the 4 o'clock hour tomorrow morning. Your forecast whenever you want it across the dial on 8 radio stations every day of the year. That would be where you find my forecast on the Blue Water family of stations. All right, it's a very mild morning out here. Here it is April, but it's feeling more like May or June, the last few days. Even the dew point is a little higher. We had highs yesterday, around 83, 84, depending on where you were. Some places got to the mid 80s and dew points in the 60s. So yeah, it's starting to feel more and more like summertime. I hope you have a great day today. I'll see you later.